Hello, YouTube and Gunstreamer. Wanted to come to you today because I am checking out my new toy, and I thought I would take you along with me, show you some differences I noted between the G models, and it's just for funsies. So let's compare them, shall we? Okay, we're here. I got what I picked today. This is the Taurus G3C. And I have my Taurus G3 and the Taurus GTC. Quick hint, I won't be getting rid of those anytime soon, that's for sure. And they each offer their own pros, their own advantages, and I like that. So let's get into it and talk about it some. First thing of note to notice, the GTC says Taurus, Miami, Florida. This one's Taurus, Ridge, Georgia. So that's coming from the Georgia plant. And then the G3 also said Miami, along with the GTC. Now, another thing to note, especially, is the trigger linear. And all of these have been safety checked. Magazines are dropped, and we'll talk about that some too. So if you notice, when I pull this trigger, get the hinge design right there. Oh, safety. It sticks out a little bit. There's just a little bit of, and it can hurt your finger after doing that for a while. But all in all, I didn't have a problem with the GTC trigger. Take up the slop right there. Your reset's right there. Love that reset. Okay. Then progression to the G3 with the more stout trigger, right? The reset's still very nice, but taking it this way, I think the trigger breaks is a lot crisper. Not that I have had a problem with the GTC, but it feels like it's easier on my finger. And then we have the G3. Yeah, very crisp, clean. Reset's still very close. I don't mind the brake being right up on the wall. It's actually great. I love the reset capability of all of these. So great for training, great for dry fire practice. But I will warn you about Taurus. I just got done cleaning my G3C. Yep. A lot of gunk and oil. And you just kind of got to clean it. And then it also comes in that oily bag. But let's note some other similarities. So the G3 and the GTC. These are the same frames and dimensions right there. The G3, like that, is slightly longer in the grip and barrel, right? Because this is more your Glock 19 size, right? These are more like your Glock 26 size. So that's your compact. That Taurus says that's their full size weapon, but that's like a compact, subcompact, and they all have accessory rails. Awesome, right? Has a stout trigger, and between the GTC and GTC, all magazines are interchangeable. So this is a GTC mag and a G3C mag. I did note the same round capacity, but I noticed that they changed the base plate a bit. They got a little indent in there. See? And then you have a little, it's a straight right there. But they fit. Magazine release is a reversible. So that's good. You get extra mags for your between your G models. Right. And your G3 mag, of course, will fit in those, right? G3 goes to G, the subcompact won't fit in a compact, right? Now, for extra funsies, my Beretta mag altered for the GTC G3 already, so and there you go, right in there, and that's awesome. So mag compatibility right there, so I love that. And can't go wrong with the Ergonomics 2 mags. Takes a little Germaline, and we're golden. So, yep. If you watch my channel, you know I have at least a couple of those. And what we have here, we still have the same thumb rest and memory pads, which is awesome. One thing to really, the grip is still very ergonomic. You got stiffling in all the right places, almost like a skateboard tape, but it's not so aggressive where it's going to rip up your body, right? Trigger guards are not serrated. There is a little bit of an undercut right there, which isn't bad. That's nice, right? And 3-dot sight picture. Here's where things get really interesting. I know this one had a loaded chamber indicator. The G3 and the G3C have a peephole, right? So that. But I am curious. Oh, look at that. See, no front serrations. And it has front serrations. That's nice. Back serration. I still felt that this is very usable even without serrations. I could still do press checks if I wanted. That's important to people. We have it right there. And one thing to note, see, this has sight that's adjustable, plastic sight that's adjustable. And dovetailed front sight. These are metal, the G3, and you got a blacked out rear. Metal. Actually squared off, not a bad sight picture at all. At all. But one disadvantage is if you were wanting to upgrade your sights to like the red dot. I know that a company makes for the G2C. See, you could remove that. It's almost like removing the rear plate and installing the red dot. That you cannot do on the G3C. But you could always put a laser light right there. Like I said, my highlight P3GL. That one. Oh, there you go. So put that on there on all of those. And so when you're leading down a red dot, it's really not that bad because some other things you can do. But the G3 also had the removable rear sights right there. Those are metal and fixed, right? All right, and this is dovetailed. So that's the difference between those. I see the sight is the sight and the trigger definitely are the main differences. And I like this trigger because if it goes back, you see, doesn't hurt my finger at all. Completely recesses, very thick. And this is a little flimsier, little thinner, and that that protrusion right there kind of hurts my fingers. But overall, I love them both. I love all three of these. And I would not hesitate to recommend these as a carry option, as a home defense option, as a truck gun. It's all good. So there are lots of different uses for these. It's up to you. And I just want to remind everyone, if you like this content, please like and subscribe. And that would really make my birthday week. And if you want to email me, have any questions, please leave comment, message me. If you would like to financially support the channel, utilize PayPal or Cash App. My PayPal is jtgunnergirl@gmail.com. That also happens to be my email. And my Cash App is Cash App jtgunnergirl85. So I hope you all enjoyed this content. Thanks for tuning in. And keep shooting.